What's going on, folks? All right. Go. All right, we're gonna tune it down here. All right, the Wright Flow Show every Thursday at 3 p.m. We come with the Wright Flow Show. Hey, we've been off for a couple weeks, but we're back. One thing I wanted to go over this week is a program that we put together. We're going to do group coaching sessions 4 times a month. And if you're interested in getting involved with those group coaching sessions where we're going to focus in on doing lease options, land contracts, the subject to transactions, I'll recommend this for people who are looking to kind of start in this business where you want to do like lease options and contracts as a business. And also if you're a buyer, you're looking to buy a property, say for your own personal residence. What I'm just going to go over is just like the explanation of what it is when you buy a house on a lease option, different things you need to look out for. And also if you're looking to buy a house on a land contract, just the different variables that's in the contract to kind of look out for. Like I said, we're going to be doing these classes 4 times per month. And if you're interested in these classes, go to workwitharmand.com, and we will go over the process. Included in the coaching program is a free consultation where we kind of go over and give you some different tips and things to get involved, as well as we still have our one-on-one coaching. And with our one-on-one coaching, we do offer up leads where we can kind of joint venture on some deals. We send out a leads to a list, and as we get the responses back, you can kind of participate on calling those sellers that respond to our initial marketing efforts. So that's one of the things I wanted to kind of go over in this week of the version of the Wright Flow Show. Another thing to touch on is lease option. We're going to go over this more in detail in the class, but the lease option, I get a lot of questions from buyers, just kind of uncertainty exactly what it is that, when you see an ad of a house that's being advertised as a rent to own, what does that mean? How do you move forward in that transaction? So it's a couple of different ways, right? So one way is the lease with the option to buy, right? That's one way. Then we have another one where we got the owner financing strategies, and that could be going into a little bit more detail. That can be a couple of different things. So if a person is offering owner financing, they can be offering to sell the property subject to the transaction, meaning that, say, for example, you could be buying it on a land contract and you can get the deed to the property and you buying it subject to the underlying mortgage, subject to the transaction. Land contract for deed, and then in some areas they do like a wraparound mortgage. We'll go more in depth in these in the class. And like I said, if you're interested in those classes, you can also just call us up at 765-400-2768. But the most confusing one that I was kind of shocked, I was working with a few buyers, the lease option one. Lease option is just what it says. It's a lease with the option to buy. So basically you're renting the property and then you have the option to buy the property. But going just a little bit deeper, from you as the buyer, if you're looking to buy this property, so you're looking to buy this property, rent to own, lease with the option to buy. So you should have like a game plan in place. Like, when are you going to be able to get your financing? So, you could get into the property, put the money down, you can afford the monthly, you can get into it. But in order for it to work out for a win for you, you want to have the plan in place in order to get your financing, so you can buy the house traditionally and move forward. Because if you jump into a lease option without having the plan in place in order to get the financing, And once you put down that option money and you don't, execute the plan to get your financing, you lose that option money. So I just thought it'd be beneficial to offer these classes to kind of educate the people on lease options and owner financing. So whether you want to do this as a business, like this is what I do. I'm a realtor, but I specialize in doing like the lease options and land contract deals, as well as, I do it, for my personal investment purposes. So if you want to, if you're interested in getting involved with these strategies, like I said, you can either go to workwitharmand.com or you can always call us up, 765-400-2768. But that getting back more to that lease with the option to buy, like I said, it's a lease, it's a rental situation, and you put down that option money, non-refundable option money, so you reserve the right to buy that property at that set price. Not real complex, but it's just good for the buyer to really understand, to have the whole picture in place. Of course you can get involved with it, having different issues on your credit, but how long is it going to take you to resolve these different issues so you can buy the house? Because you get that and you don't, you don't execute the plan that you agreed to, then you lose your option money. That's that'd be unfortunate. So another thing that we're offering as well, as anyone that gets involved with these classes, if you buy a house through us, we will credit that the monthly fee to against the cost of the home. That's if you buy it through us. If not, you just pay the monthly fee. It'd be well worth it. So you kind of educate yourself on the process, whether we're here in Indiana, but whether you're here in Indiana or in another state, it'd be well worth it for you to kind of network with someone, and they can kind of be your, give you a second opinion on any agreement that you may be entering into. Now, we're not attorneys or anything like that, or accountants. We don't even play one on YouTube. I got a few degrees on both of these walls, but none of them are in law. So if you are interested in those, find out a little bit more, you can always call us or drop a comment down below, and we'll shoot a video on it to go a little bit deeper into explaining it if that's needed. All right, guys, this is a short show. Like every Thursday at 3 p.m., we will be doing the Wright Flow Show. So until next week, we'll be at the same time, the same YouTube channel. And we're going to end it out on the music. My little cousin, John Wright, he hit me up with this music, man. It's pretty hot. Man, if you guys like the music, drop the comments, man. Let's see if got the volume right. All right. Hey, one other thing tune that down. One other option we do have here in Indiana. We working with some investors, right? So it's here in Indiana. I believe they're in Indiana and Texas as well, but mainly here in Indiana. I'm a licensed broker here in Indiana, so mainly I'm referring to here in Indiana. But if you're in Texas and if you're looking for this opportunity, contact me and we'll hook you up. But basically what we have is it's a group of investors that's offering financing to people regardless of their credit, right? So say, for example, as long as you have like 10% of the money to put down on a home and you can afford the monthly payment of the home, they will finance you the other 90%. And regardless of the home, only thing it has to be is in move-in condition. So that's a pretty good option also, as far as, when we come down doing these rent-to-own strategies. So it's a group of investors, like I said, they will offer financing to people regardless of their credit. I think it's a pretty good process. And, a lot of people have unfortunate situations. I went through some unfortunate situations back in 2008. Things happen, and, you still want to be able to buy a house, right? So you have the lease options, the owner financing strategies, and now, here in Indiana and Texas, there is a group of investors that will offer you financing if you can show, you have to show that you can afford the house, right? plus have 10% of the money to put down on the home, and they will finance the rest of it. It's pretty cool process. I got a few people going through that right now. It's giving people another option so they can get financing. If you want to find out more information about that, just give us a call, 765-400-2768. Or again, you can just go to that workwitharmand.com, and we're going to have these classes like every week to kind of go over this stuff. Whether you want to start a business up yourself, doing the lease options and land contracts, or you just want to buy a property for you to live in. All right, until next week. You guys have a great one. Be safe out there for this holiday weekend.